Hello again, everybody. It's me, Marcus, and I review stuff. Today, I am reviewing the song Magnificent Sadness by the Growlers. Can't say I've ever heard anything from this band before, so this is going in totally blind. No idea what to expect, but I'm excited. This does come as a request, so as always, if you would like to request something, please leave a comment down below, and we'll be sure to get to it. Alright, that's enough talking for now. Let's listen. This is I keep saying it wrong. Magnificent Sadness by the Growlers. Here we go.
A furnace in need of some matches. I can't believe how long you lived with magnificent sadness. When so much pain's in the heart, it doesn't seem real. Hard to believe that good can come out of something so evil. Never too young to feel, takes a while to heal. Never too young to feel, trouble happens to the rich and the poor, to the brute or the downright whore. No need to know what for, pain's nothing less than inevitable. Once he realized it's his choice and he could walk out, jealous of the boys in the normal house. He started hanging with the rebel crowd, and he learned to walk proud, with the sun in his laughing mouth. Never too young to feel, takes a while to heal. Never too young to feel, trouble happens to the rich and the poor, to the brute or the downright whore. No need to know what for, pain's nothing less than inevitable. The young or old don't need to know what for. Sunrise upon the hill, showing hope that he can someday understand.
That was pretty cool. I really liked the guitar in that one. Also, the singer's voice. They sounded fantastic. A lot of really cool things here. Really vibing out, but really curious about the lyrics. I was kind of listening and wondering what the lyrics were about. So a lot of good stuff here. I like this a lot. This was one of those that I can kind of just put on and vibe out to a little bit. So yeah, this was a good one. I want to talk about it. I'm ready. Let's start with those lyrics. As I mentioned, really interested to see what they were really talking about here. So they say, that ain't a home, it's a furnace in need of some matches. So I'm assuming they are maybe a product of a broken home, right? Childhood, not a good childhood being raised. I can't believe how long you've lived with magnificent sadness. I wonder if one thing I'm wondering about the song is if it's directed towards somebody else, or if it's sort of inward looking and they're talking about themselves. So it's I feel like it reads both ways, where like maybe they're talking to a friend or a girlfriend or what have you, right? And it's like, well, you say it's your home, but that ain't a home, it's a furnace in need of some matches. I can't believe how long you, as my friend, have lived with magnificent sadness. Again, it could also read as sort of looking introspectively, like, I can't believe how long you've lived with a magnificent sadness, and the you in that sentence is actually the person themselves kind of reflecting on their own life, sort of talking to themselves through this. So when so much pain's in the heart, it doesn't seem real. Hard to believe that good can come out of something so evil. And again, that's one reason it makes me think that it's talking to a friend, like, oh, you're such a great person, you're a great friend. It's amazing that you could come from such an evil, broken household. But again, that could also be a self-affirmation, like, I'm a good person. It's amazing that I grew up that way, or that I ended up being that way when I came from such an evil and terrible household. So, never too young to feel. Takes a while to heal, never too young to feel. Trouble happens to the rich and the poor, to the prude and the downright whore. No need to know what for. Pain's nothing less than inevitable. So a lot of interesting stuff in this chorus. Never too young to feel takes a while. I think a big part of the song is definitely childhood trauma, and so you're never too young to experience childhood trauma. You're never too young to if something bad happens to you now while you're young, you'll forget about it by the time you're old, and that's not how it works, right? So never too young to feel, takes a while to heal. This one right here, trouble happens to the rich and the poor, to the prude or the downright whore. That one really kind of got me scratching my head, but I think basically what they're saying is it doesn't really matter who you are. So many different people from so many different backgrounds have experienced that childhood trauma. So there are some rich kids who go through it, there are some poor kids who go through it. And I hate to think that this part right here, to the prude or the downright whore, to me, that could be a reference to sexual abuse. But I don't know. I hate to kind of ponder on that. But I think really the message here is it could happen to anyone. I think it all depends on the parents or who you live with at the time. No need to know what for. Pain's nothing less than inevitable. Once he realized it's his choice and he could walk out, jealous of the boys in the normal house, he started hanging with the rebel crowd, and he learned to walk proud with the sun in his laughing mouth. So yeah, it sounds like once this person left home, they felt so much more liberated, right? Once he realized it's his choice and he could walk out, he took right off, right? Jealous of the boys in the normal house, he started hanging with the rebel crowd, and he learned to walk proud. So turns out hanging with the rebel crowd probably did a lot more for his confidence. And so, he learned to walk proud. He went from being maybe abused or neglected or what have you to being more so proud and had someone at least to call family, I guess, right, in this sort of crowd of friends that he has. With the sun in his laughing mouth, never too young to feel, takes a while to heal, never too young to feel, trouble happens to the rich and the poor, to the prude and the downright whore, no need to know what for, pain's nothing less than inevitable. The young or old don't need to know what for, he feels the courage build like the sunrise upon the hill, showing hope that he can someday understand. So yeah, I think it's interesting, here at the end, I think he's still searching for closure. It's sort of like, one day he wants to understand why his parents or his guardian or whoever did this to him, right? And so and I think the courage that he's trying to build is that courage to sort of confront those abusers and say, like, why, why did you do it? Because I think, I'm fortunate that I've never been in a household like this, from what I'm getting from the song, but I feel like it would be much easier to just say, forget you, I'm never speaking to you again. I'm going to go live my own life. And when I say easier, that's still something very hard to do, don't get me wrong. But to me, it's even harder to just straight up confront those people and say that, why did you do this to me, and to really attack it head on, especially if your self-confidence has been shaken through years of abuse and stuff like that. So wow, this one has a lot of meaning behind it. I feel like very interesting subject matter, very kind of dark subject matter. The song didn't necessarily sound particularly dark, like instrumentally, but yeah, the lyrics were definitely very dark there. So lyrically, again, heavy subject matter. I think it approached it in a really good way. I don't think it was like super ham-fisted or anything like that. I think the writing was really solid. So 2 thumbs up for the lyricism there. I really enjoyed that. As far as the instrumentation goes, as I mentioned, I really liked the guitar work throughout. I think it added that nice feel to it where it was like, okay, I can vibe out to this. Again, even though it's super dark subject matter in the lyrics, it's like, okay, this is still a song I can jam out to. The bass throughout was also really good. Drums, I think, were just kind of there for me. Pretty standard, I feel like. And not thinking they went anything away from the drummer, but it was, to me, it wasn't one of the standout moments of the song, I guess. But it was there. It was enjoyable. The lead singer, they sounded fantastic. Just had that really, really interesting voice, that kind of indie pop voice that I really enjoy. So overall, well composed song, sounded good. Again, if not for the dark subject matter, real easy to kind of vibe out to. But yeah, I enjoyed it. 2 thumbs up instrumentally and vocally. As far as replay value goes, I can see myself listening to this one again. With the dark subject matter, there are times where it's got to be like the right fit, the right moment, the right mood. But then I think other times, thanks to the sort of more poppy instrumentation, that I could listen to it, just trying, again, kind of chilling, wanting to just throw something on and not really think about it. So, I think it's got a pretty good high replay value for me. I give it 2 thumbs up. Yeah, why not? So that's pretty much it for the video. Thank you so much for whoever requested this one. I'd be interested to hear more from this band. Again, this was my very first experience with them, and I liked it, so be really interested to see more from them. If you enjoyed the music, as always, go support the artists. Go listen to their music wherever you can. One place you can hopefully find them is in my Spotify playlist. It's in the description below. It has every single song I've heard so far on my channel. If you want to support me, just all the normal stuff you do on YouTube, like and subscribe and comment. That's it for me. Hope you guys are staying safe and healthy. Hope to see you in the next video. Bye for now.